welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to shoot another video. This video is all about case study that generally happened in Sulu, Coimbatore. As we all know, Sulu has very suburban vegetable market. In that, spinach and coriander plays a vital role. So in this case study, my students are going to discuss how poor post harvest handling and quality in marketing affects the spinach and coriander in their daily life. Shall we start?
Yes, now I'm going to talk about cultivation and cultivation practices. Spinach and coriander leaves are grown in Sulu region. They harvested by early morning 5 to 7 p.m. by farmers. So to minimize the field heat, the spinach leaves are the farmers cut the base of the spinach leaf so that to maintain the freshness of the spinach leaves. So these are the advantages in it, but there are the main problem faced are pest attacks. So these are the problems. Pest attack. Pest attack high temperature and causes dryness to the leaves, and also the size of the leaf is short. So
I'm going to discuss about the market price and the demand of this solution. In Sulu regions, the spinach and the coriander leaves are highly demanded in the market places because it is very greenish for the consumer. The consumers they believe that the coriander leaves and spinach are very fresh. They request the sellers to bring in greenish and bring them very green and very fresh and for long lasting. In the coriander leaves and spinach are sold in retail and bunch of prices. In daily days, the demand increases, the price of the spinach and coriander leaves also increases. It reaches among the 10 to 15% for the bunch and 10 to 5% for the bunch retail of the coriander leaves. But 20 to 30% of coriander leaves and spinach are wilted because of the sunlight. It is not have a very long lasting for spinach and coriander leaves. The sellers are very disappointed among that because the coriander leaves and spinach are wilted in some other places, and they were losses of 20 to 30% of their daily demands. They are requesting some to bring the long lasting and coriander leaves for their problems.
In the case study, we understand that most of the farmers and vendors facing many major issues like not having the proper ventilation or humidity or temperature or room capacity to store or container to store the spinach or coriander, which leads to a financial loss and very much issues for normal people and farmers and vendors also. They are facing many problems. For example, they are not treating the coriander or the spinach with good sanitizing process or scientific process, which leads to big dries of crops and leads to change in color or decays of the crops within 2 or 3 days. It creates a major issues in farming fields and harvesters. For this, we find the solutions like humidity controller or exposure. For example, not a decoco, which increases the moisture and keep the coriander and the snap plus attitude. It will come to up to a week of time, which will help us to use it for our needs. And next is creating a good container like correct room temperature or correct coldness to keep the spinach fresh and healthy. Next is good atmosphere or good storage container and to keep the spinach and coriander keep fresh. And next is the farmers and vendors should train how to take care of the spinach and coriander in a scientific way, or a spraying like sanitizer, which will not lead cost to human or other things. In a correct chemical or correct sanitizer, we have to treat the spinach and coriander. That will help us to increase the lifetime of the spinach and coriander, which is usable for farmer life. This shows the problem faced by the vendors, farmers, harvesters about the spinach and coriander. These are the solutions which can be done for keeping the coriander and spinach fresh as it is.
Thank you. Thank you, students, for your great effort. As my students list out what are the major problems faced by the small-scale farmers, and also they provide solutions for that. So we conclude that by adopting proper technologies, we can give solution to major post office losses happened in transport and storage. So thank you.